This project 7-1 covers redirection of data from its normal flow to input or output devices. I use single greater than signs to empty out log files. I also use double greater than signs to collect information for troubleshooting. So before I dive into the lab itself, let me show you what I do. So emptying out log files is a common task I've had to do in the past, because I've seen log files get gigabytes in size and take up all of the hard disk space, causing the system to shut down and not work properly. So we'll pretend we have a full log file, and I'll show you a common troubleshooting technique. We'll pretend one of these cron files has already been investigated and is too large on the system. So using a single greater than sign to echo nothing into one of the files, we'll pick the one from September 13th. As you see, the size went from 20,000 blocks down to 1. So that's a very common thing that I've had to do in the past. Now for troubleshooting purposes. Maybe I need to collect some information so I can look at and try to troubleshoot a problem or hand off to technical support that can troubleshoot. First, I'll record the date into a file. This file was just created and now has the date inside of it. The double greater than appends information to the file. So as you see, now I have the date and information from uname. So the file keeps growing in size with information. So now I have the date, uname information, IP address information, and file system information. This might be something that a level 3 tech would request you to send them. If I use the single greater than sign, you'll note that the file is overwritten. So the double greater than is for append, the single greater than is for overwrite. Now let's move on to the lab itself. So in this lab, you should start off without a sample 1, 2, or 3 file. They want us to recreate a sample 1 using the touch command and sample 2. Looking for sample 1, 2, and 3 will give us two types of output. We'll get an error because sample 3 does not exist, and we'll also get the output for the detailed information of sample 1 and 2. If we redirect this into a file, notice the information for sample 1 and 2 is not displayed on the screen. All we have now is the error message. If we look at the file, just the information for sample 1 and 2. Let's try the command again, except let's put a 2 and a greater than. Now we don't see the error message. If we look at File, it now contains the error message. So the redirector can be modified to handle error messages and normal output. Let's try one more example. We'll modify our ls command again. We'll have a greater than going to File. We'll have a 2 greater than going to File 2. Be careful with the spacing. Looking at File, the output of the command. Looking at File 2 is the error message. This is sort of how log files are generated on a system. You run a command, any errors are logged to a file, and normal output is displayed to the screen. Continue working through this lab. I will not display the rest of it in this video.